the weekend.
I'm just.
What's
Yeah.
there?
Win for Liverpool over the weekend.
What's there? I didn't know about that.
Yeah, Community Shield. Yeah. It's,
Oh yeah, the tray.
yeah.
All right, yes. I need a cup of tea. Get me some tea, please, on the tray.
Yeah.
That's all it's good for.
Oh, that's brilliant. Brilliant.
Actually, I'm gonna get a cuppa just thinking about that. Back in a minute.
Okay. Forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, a wedding.
You said your sister was sent you something.
Oh yeah. Talking about the football. My niece was having her photograph taken, and someone who I was with recognized the woman. I think she's been signed up for like the women's England something or other, because she was with one of the players. My niece is really into playing football. She's got 2 older brothers, and all they do is play football and sport and hockey, and so I think she could become, a star in the future. Well, it's really, really great to see everybody. So there's no Steve J today. So maybe we could start with some good news. Anybody got anything that they'd like to share? Good news of what's going on post convention, that momentum that we've all been creating and getting a hold of. Kev Westfield, I can see something's coming.
Can you make me host? No, I'll just share something with you.
Okie.
Not host, co-host, sorry.
Co-host. I'm getting better at Zoom.
Very good. I'll just show you this because I just think it's quite interesting. So Kaz and I have been working on a register over since convention on different people that have come to training, and overall we've had about 48 different people. Well, this is the stats right at the end here. So so we've had 48 people all in July in total. So what we can see here is how many EVPs have been coming each week, how many group leaders, how many senior team leaders, how many team leaders, how many reps, and then down here you can see how many on your team have been coming like each week, so you can start promoting, I guess, the team training and looking at that. So now there's some names on here that I don't really know who they are or what level they're at. So maybe we could even go down real quickly and just shoot in who's who. So these ones with green that you can see in the total, they're the core that have been to every single one in July. So big kudos to ACOS, Antonia, Buki, obviously Kaz, Edwin, Kevin O'Malley, myself, and Natasha, and Robert. And so there's been I think how many here? 9 have been to every single one so far, which is really good.
Yeah.
So so some of these people, obviously, I don't know yet who they are, so I don't know if anybody can shout out, for example, who Charles is. He came.
Charles is mine.
Derek is mine.
One sec. So Sam, what level is he, Sam?
Rep.
Rep. Great. Derek, anybody?
Senior team leader, that's mine. Bharat.
Is it Derek Yee?
Yeah, Derek Yee.
That's Bharat. I didn't know who Digital Society UK was. Don't know who that was.
That's one of my guy, but I cannot remember. I will find out.
All right. Yeah, anybody know Harry?
Like Bim, that's Bim Lauti.
Oh, this is
Bim,
Bims. you say?
yeah, Bims, yeah.
And do you know what level he is?
He is team leader.
Yeah. Joseph, we're not quite sure whether that was Josephine, but the first week just came on as Joseph. I don't know.
Galaxy 5-1 is usually midday. Her name is Midday. She generally joins on Galaxy 5-1.
Oh,
Oh, who's that? Sorry.
Midday, M-I-D-E.
M-I-D-E.
I always change her name to Midday when she joins our meetings.
Okay, so it's under you. And do you know what she is?
She's a rep.
Rep. Great.
did
Kobe.
we think, Sam, did you think Joseph was your Joseph?
No, I've got Josephine. I've got Joseph, but he's never been to a meeting, so I
Okay.
wouldn't.
Kobe could be mine. I don't know if anybody else. It's Kobe.
You know what he is, Anna?
I think he'd be a rep.
No, he's a team leader.
Is he team
Is
leader?
at least a
Team
team
leader,
leader.
yeah.
Lanka is mine.
Sam.
He was at the convention, actually.
Oh, great.
Awesome.
Do you know what level he is?
Rep.
Rep. Great.
I think, Kevin, sir, you need to remove Milan invited by me, because that gives the false impression, because that
Yeah,
something,
so it doesn't.
sometimes we just saw them, that
Okay.
it's a new guest.
Rounds up and I could have breakfast.
Okay.
I don't know. You can just debatable.
So we'll be able, possibly we'll be able to bring it. I'll see.
Oluwatoyin is mine. You want to mute Kevin O'Malley?
Do you know what?
Rep.
Rep. Asaro, you say is Kev's?
No, he said mute Kev.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry about that, guys. Chantal Smith is mine.
Chantal Smith. Yeah, I've got that as yours. Asaro? Anybody? Could even be mine. Patricia?
I think that's mine. I think it'll be Patricia Goodger. Rep, I think.
I'm team leader.
Team leader? Okay.
No,
I
it's not the tire. It's not Goodyear tire.
No,
Oh.
it's Goodger. Goodger.
Oh, what was that?
GER at the end.
Oh,
No, good and then GER.
yeah.
Two
Got it.
O's. You got three.
Oh,
Ooh.
good.
Good.
Yeah, Yomi.
Yomi is mine.
Great. Rep.
Yes.
Vin's is Sam's as well.
Zinzi as well.
Rep.
Yes.
And there was a mobile number. No idea who that was.
Okay.
Everybody just put it in. Just hold on. Let me put that in my phone.
Yeah.
See it. Everybody just put that in your phone now. See if it comes up. 07932.
It's probably my own or something.
5 8. No, it's not mine. So
Just a second.
not mine.
Not mine, no. We could call it. I'll call it today.
E2.
7.
Well, that's brilliant. Thanks, Kevin and Kaz, for that. That's awesome.
No, not mine.
So has anybody else, did you want to say anything more, Kev, Kaz, about this?
Yeah, no, just you know, all I can say is you know, it's going to really create some data for us, and you know, what's going to be helpful eventually is when we have guest speakers, we'll be able to say, look, there's going to be so many team leaders, we've got so many group leaders, etc., etc. So it'll give people, when they're coming in, a greater understanding of what they're coming into. But also for us too, when we're doing training, we'll be able to understand, look, you've got about 10 reps, you know, etc., etc. And it also means that each week we can keep an eye on our teams and look at who's come in, who's not come in, and you know, build a bit of a system for yourself as well from it. So that's some of the idea behind it. So
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good, Kev.
Yeah, okay.
So has anybody got anything else in terms of good news that they'd like to bring up now?
did another recruit last night.
Brilliant.
Wow,
Come
well
on.
done, Kev.
That's awesome.
Really good.
The bomb was really well attended. That was good.
Yes, yes, it was.
Yeah, there was I think 10 guests, did you say, Kaz? And
Yeah, 10
Right.
guests, 11 reps, 11 Gemstar people.
Yeah, yeah,
I was just checking my numbers then.
yeah.
Are you doing Jeff's new
No.
VOM or just the same
No,
number?
the normal
Okay.
30-minute one, not an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. So
we've just
are you
added a
keeping-
few little bits to it, haven't we, Kaz?
Yeah. So
really good. It was
so-
really good.
so we play the field leaders stories at the beginning as people are logging on from 7:20. So for 10 minutes, you do people's stories as you're logging on. And then we do 3 polls throughout the bomb to make it more interactive.
3 what?
Polls.
What's that?
Questions.
Like so a question comes up and they vote for an answer.
Ah, okay.
So instead of saying type in the chat which one you want to be, it's right now we're going to find out where you want to be. Do you want to be wealthy? Do you want to be financially independent, still working?
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we do one at the end to see where they're interested in. Just, you don't get names, but you get a feel of how many want to apply and how many want to join.
Yeah, yeah. That sounds good.
Ideas. Great ideas. So
We got to try different things, haven't we, and see which one works. So
Yeah.
well done. Kudos.
yeah, great ideas. So recognition. I believe IT was on for some great income in the last week or so. I saw. So big shout out to IT there. We love you. You're awesome.
Yeah.
And in terms of information, it's month end, I think, isn't it, this Wednesday? But also just been thinking about the Women in Genostar event that's coming up. So be talking to you know, any of the girls in your teams and base shops and flagging that up for them. It is on the, Kaz, help me out with the date. 28th and 29th. But
29th for the guys as well, though. So
yeah,
make sure you talk
that's
to the guys
right.
about that.
I was going to flag that up, but you know, it's the Fast Start School on the Saturday as well. So Clara Debris, I believe, will be there and speaking as well. But that this is the next big event that we're working towards. So you know, obviously, I suppose, you know, just to encourage you as leaders to make it a priority, put it in your diary. You can do a day trip, obviously, down for the Fast Start School. And, you know, car share to keep the costs low. But I think there's something just magical, and we all experienced it at convention, but that when there are events like this, I know we're up north in the northwest, but you know, put it in your diary, you know, make it a priority. And I know it feels painful, doesn't it, sometimes when you're thinking, I've got to pay the petrol, or you know, I've got to stay over or whatever. But I think there's nothing like being together in person. It's exciting to be with one another, and it wouldn't be the same without you. So you know, I just want to see you, or we want to see each other. So and encourage as many people in your team, and based shop.
Do we know any further information as yet?
You mean like cost?
Well, I just didn't know if there was a cost or
Yeah.
where it's at, or you know, things like that. Just so that we can,
Yeah.
you know, is it?
So
Can you register already for it?
You can't register yet. It's coming. It should be coming out this week for registering. They're just finalising a few bits, but you're looking at 50 quid, about 50 quid for fast start school.
Yeah.
50 for gala dinner ish, and
Yeah.
then for the women's day it's 50 as well. But if you book all three, there's like a discounted rate. So they're the early bird rates, and it will be going up higher.
Yeah.
It's at the Doubletree by Hilton, Riverside. So it's Canary Wharf. So there is parking available underneath, I think, but apparently it's not a nice car park. It's not easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
It's not bad. It's not bad car park as long as you know how to drive. You should.
Yeah,
be
that's what they were
fine.
saying. If you're a confident driver, you're fine.
Yeah,
But I think they were saying
because
something
Sam,
like-
we were there last year.
It wasn't too bad. It was-
Yeah, as long as you can drive, you'll be fine. It's only if you struggle
Good
to
morning,
park at
everybody.
all.
Sorry, I'm very
That's-
late.
Yeah. Hi,
Yeah.
Bobby.
Good to
I
see you
guess
again, I
we're
think.
thinking from a female point
Hey,
of view.
Sam, what is your problem?
Hi.
Sam, why did you bring women into this matter now?
What are the dates?
28th and 29th.
half term.
Yeah, I
I
couldn't
think
help.
it's half term week.
Yeah, it is.
October.
October, yeah.
So it's Friday, Saturday.
Please, if you're driving, don't use your car sat nav. Please use either Google Maps or Waze, because I think I used my car sat nav and it took me through congestion charge. And because if you do that, there's congestion charge and there's ULEZ to pay. So I think Sam was the one that said, IT, make sure you always use the Waze. So please bear that in mind so that you don't go through congestion charge.
Sorry,
So
what's happening in London?
fast start school on the 29th of October. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were just saying, you know, put it in the diary. It feels painful sometimes, but it's a big event that you can bring people to. But I think, you know, as leaders, it's right to put that in as EVPs and, you know, make sure you're there. It makes all the difference to you, to your team, to each of us, if everybody's there, because it's not the same without you. So there you go, that's my pep talk. Steve J's not here, and this is us. I love it. Honestly, I'm so thrilled to see you all today. I wasn't sure, you know, because the world's gone into a little bit of a slumber somehow, I think, with the, you know, school holidays and the holiday season. But I'm really thrilled to see everybody that's on this morning, that you're here and that you've made this a priority in your business, being full-time EVP. So, you know, it really, really thrills me. And, you know, I'm just thinking about all the times, you know, over the last 2 years. Sorry, I might need my hanky, but I'm all right. You know, that Roger sat and I heard him talking with you, and, you know, that consistency of meeting is just so important. So I love that. So this morning I picked out the book Locker Room Notes by Bill Arenda, and it's something that I've dipped into before, but I was just looking through and thinking which one, you know, like inspires me, and I just found it just seemed like a really, really small one, you know, because oftentimes, you know, you can have you go on to meetings and you might have like a big wow meeting and it's like wow, but I think sometimes just this sort of the everyday sort of ordinary meetings can have a really like big impact as well. And so what I thought of IT this morning, actually, and this is in no sense IT any pressure, but I just knew that and I remembered that your goal is building 7 to 10 EVPs. And so I just wanted to talk along the lines of that today. And, you know, I love to tell stories, and, you know, what I really love about this business is just the family sense of it, as being together, and, you know, it being family. So I'll tell you a story. I can't remember whether I posted it this week or not, but I was sat here at my desk last week, and you know, trying to get my box sorted and do my calls and work out what my next steps are, and then doing it. And someone came to the door. It was a Sue Ryder charity person, and honestly, I just think that sense of Jonastar being a family, really wanting to have do the best for people, is and having that at the forefront of your mind is always a really key thing. And anyway, I had a chat with this guy. I learned some things about the charity. I didn't know that Sue Ryder charity was, well, it was to do with caring for people with cancer, but also bereavement. And so, you know, I had a bit of a conversation about Roger, and anyway, just talking, and you know, just really being interested in who he was. And I just think, you know, sometimes you just get a bit of a rapport with someone and talking to them. But I think that somehow I was on a golden streak or something for those 5 or 10 minutes, because I ended up getting a yes from him, and he took the bomb, and you know, he was just a lovely guy, doing what he could do in terms of working for this charity and helping people. And what I told him about the business interested him. It turned out as we were talking that he was used to working on commission based roles. And so, you know, it's just taking that time, isn't it, to talk to people. So just wanted to tell that story in encouragement, and he's going to be someone that I'm phoning this week. So, you know, I think really I'm just looking at the notes in the Bill Arenda book. That's, I think, one small thing that you can do to be a leader, isn't it? When you come across all these different people. And I think in this season where, you know, the world is going into a bit of a slumber, I think it's being able to take the temperature of where people are at. But as you go into meeting people throughout your days, I think it's having that prospecting mentality, isn't it, that Jeff has, of being able to, you know, have those 10 pennies in your pocket and putting them across to the next pocket, but asking questions of people, isn't it? Asking them and just trying to be really natural with people, making people feel special. And you know, that encounter that I had with that young man, he was 24, you know, I really just, that thrill of being able to offer something to someone like Jonastar. You know, it is a business, but you know, young people like that, often coming out of university or whatever they've done and going into life, it's not easy. It can be a struggle, can't it? So you know, I really did feel a great joy that day that, you know, that I might be able to help him, even if he was able to do Jonastar part-time alongside the role that he obviously loves. And just dealing with people in the way that you'd want to be dealt with. So yeah, be that positive, dynamic person that you are. And it's just popped into my mind, actually, something else that I wanted to do. And I think this is really powerful. But you know, why don't we, this is just on the spur of the moment here, but why don't you, okay, there's what, nine of us on the call, and why don't you just pick a couple of people of whose faces you can see, and what we're going to do is we're going to just tell those two people what you love about them, those qualities that you can see about their lives, something that you appreciate about them, what you see they can take into their everyday of being able to build people. Maybe you've seen them talk to others, prospecting people, but pick two people on the screen now, and just randomly, and just hope everybody be covered. If not, I'll step in. But we'll maybe just all take turns and just really just say something positive to those two people about what you see as their strengths, maybe just in terms of their character, but also maybe in terms of how you've seen them operate within the business. And let's just do that to build one another up and to help send us out strong.
Can I start, Anna? Because I could lose coverage. Can I start?
Absolutely, off you go, Kevin.
I'm gonna pick male and female. I'm gonna pick Sam Lee, and I'm gonna pick Kaz Tate. And Sam, I love that you're just this big, hard, but also softy Nigerian family is the perfect name for you, because you're outgoing. You've got the smile as big as the as big as the bridge in California that I can't remember, Golden Gate Bridge, and anybody that doesn't join your team is mad. And moving on to Kaz, you're just such a rock of consistency. Again, just the training you did on Saturday was world class. You've got a great combination of like a female energy, but also focused. You've got that motherly love, but you're a businesswoman, and in a good way. You're kicking ass, and you're going to be a millionaire, Kaz. That's my bet.
Awesome, thank you so much, Kev. That's so good. Anybody want to go next?
I'll go next.
Oh, Bobby, go next.
Oh, thanks. Just wanted to say mine. So first of all, thank you all. I've not been around for a while. Two people I like to pick, IT and Kevin Westfield. Start with ladies first. First day I met IT, we just clicked immediately. Both of them have similar things in common. We all have similar things in common. We don't give up, which is very key in Jenny Style, found out. But they both have different flares of not giving up, For IT, she is like, look, let's get it going. Kevin can do it in a subtle way, but he will still get there, I've related with Kevin, not just as an upline, not just as a friend, but also a brother from another mother. So I can call him and talk with him, and he has never for once said or given me a red flag, like, sorry, I can't help, or, bye-bye, or something like that. I mean, if he can't help, he says it in a nice way that, let me see what I can do. And I love that about people. I love that about him. So the energy that I get from these two guys are like, even if I'm thinking of giving up, which I don't, I'm like, no, you got to be crazy. Look, these guys are never going to give up. So why are you even considering it, even in your dreams or your sleep? So wake up to reality and keep firing. So these two people are awesome, like we all know, and wonderful. And those are the things that can bring out from both of them. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, Bobby. So much, yeah.
Can I share?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think for me, the first one really would be you, Anna. Just, again, we underestimate the bigness or the largeness of what you're doing. you know, coming into the business practically as a rep and running an SVP based shop cannot be easy, especially with the loss of your husband, and having the pressure of the children going to uni, doing their A-levels. I've got 2 boys going through those same things right now, and A-levels and GCSE, and that is not easy in itself. And then trying to run a business at the same time that you've not really been at the top of. And so for me, respect. I know I'm not sure if I could do it. So well done to you, and I appreciate you. I know it's not easy, but you're still standing, you're still going. And for me, that's a great quality to have. So thank you so much. And Mr. O'Malley, I love you, brother. You know, Kevin has been there from day dot. And so, you know, Kevin is one of those guys again, over the years, I can call Kevin and say, dude, my scoop and carry back needs to be done. Could you please sort it out for me? Or this needs, if I have any questions or I've got any struggles, one of the first 2-3 people I'm probably going to call is, well, used to be John. Then after John, used to be Kevin. He's still Kevin. I call him straight away if I have any challenges, and he's always there. You know, so for me, Kevin, I love you to bits. And, you know, we're not just business friends. We're also friends outside of here. You know, we've chatted outside of different things. So I appreciate you, and I love you too, brother. So, yeah, thank you.
Anybody else like to go next?
Yeah, I'll go.
I'll just wipe the tears away from my eyes. Sam, over to you, Kev.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pick somebody that's not here. I'm going to talk about Tom. He just has been a real brother, I think, over this last little season, and just constantly calling each other. Every Sunday morning, I get a different song from him. He's sending me messages, and just really love the guy. I think you know, he hasn't got a bad bone in him, and I think he has just a real heart for people too. So just really appreciate him, really, and everything that he stands for, especially in his family as well. So yeah, just a real decent guy, you know, just one of those people that you could just yeah, call up and have a chat with. So really cool. And the other one is I'm gonna pick Kaz, because yeah, just of late working with her, we're talking nearly every day. I just think she's one of these precious people that actually doesn't know yet who she actually fully can be. And I think she'll probably arrive at SVP and yeah, still be like, I'm not quite sure how I've got here, but you know, I'm an SV, just one of these people who's a real power person actually, and a great businesswoman, but yet still hasn't defined that, I don't think, in herself. But yeah, I think when she does, just watch out, because I think there's just a real true leader within Kaz, and yeah, it's just great working with you for sure.
Can I speak of our leaders, Bharat and Anna? So Bharat is the consummate professional, the record breaker, the one who helps us believe that the impossible can be made possible, smashing through all kinds of different records and setting new standards of numbers and ways of doing things, and making sure that we are on track and focused and determined to help us all reach our goals by firstly showing that he can hit his own, and then ensuring that we try to meet our own high standards too. And he will always call us out to the standard of leader that we all ought to be, and he knows that we can be, and he's just an inspiration. And the way that he conducts himself, his own personal standards, his integrity, and his leadership style, I think are a much needed part of what we need in a group like we are. And he's always been a good friend to everybody and reached out. And I know how difficult it's been for him to have lost two great friends in our business, and to soldier on, which is the correct term for such a military-minded person, and bringing in that sort of sense of duty is so important to us all. And I think that's to be applauded and to be admired and emulated. And to you, Anna, I would echo everything that Sam has said, and would say that you've got just a huge mind that thirsts for growth and to be nourished and to learn more, always seeing how you want to know more, be more, and expand your knowledge and your experience. And your storytelling is second to none. And it's always inspired, and it's always has you hooked, ready to hear what the ultimate point of the story is, and what the lesson to be taken from it is. And even if it's just to be cheered up and to have some joy for that moment on what's been shared. And it is so difficult. Your family is amazing. Your girls are brilliant. And that's a testimony to both you and Roger. And your leadership is that which is nourishing and helps us grow, and is full of care and support, and is sacrificial in so many ways as well. And the way that you want to help us all be who you know we can be is done for a huge care and a huge heart for us to be and to succeed and to really achieve God's purpose in each of our lives. And to have taken on such a big responsibility and to have stepped into continuing on the legacy that you've been building together is so important, and a testimony to you on how strong and able that you are, and how independent you are in so many ways too, yet aren't afraid to be leaning upon those who can help you and sustain you. And again, that's a great testimony to your humility and your character. And that's something that we are all so blessed to have in our lives too. So thank you both.
Thank you, Alex.
I think I'm the only person who hasn't said anything yet. So I think I'll go.
I'm to I let you do that. You are my boss.
You are too kind. I just want to say, the first, I'll definitely talk about you, Alex, because the people who are closest to me know that my attention to detail is not very great yet. Emphasis on the word yet. And there have been times when I'll call you and I'll be like, can you help me out with this? What does this vitality thing mean? How do I do just a simple PowerPoint presentation? You know, I know I'm just embarrassing myself on this call, but thank you so much, Alex, for being patient, for not saying, oh my God, this redhead chick has come with her problems again. So thank you so much for being kind when I've asked you for help. And then the second, and I think for me, the next, I won't say it's a second person, I'll say the second group of people I would like to say something about is to all of you actually, because some of you spoke to me during the time when I was really ill. Sam, you heard me speak, and Kaz, you were with me that day, and it was touch and go. It was touch and go. And I just want to say a massive thank you so much to each and every one of you, because I felt your prayers while I was in hospital. Thank you for the gifts. And I would definitely look forward to treating myself when the time comes. And I just want to say thank you, because I felt your love while I was ill, and your love and all the prayers is the reason why I'm here. And I just want to say thank you so much to all of you. Yeah.
For me, I think it's hard to choose two, to be honest. I've been always felt as a part of the team, and always felt loved and cared, and a strong kind of all experienced and matured leaders within the EBP team. To be honest, the thing is, I always felt, you know, since I joined in Genistar, I saw initially I saw, you know, Sam Lee and Alex, and then Carl State and came with the, you know, oh sorry, Roger, and then all the other leaders came. But to this point, I feel always, I've been felt, you know, and I feel always part of the family. So for us, you know, it's just caring each other. And if I have to choose two of them right now, because everyone, it's just a kind of self-reflection, but it's reflected by others. It is a good way of, I think, reflecting ourselves. And thank you for doing this, Anna. First of all, you've been, I think everyone just talk about the volume anyway, but you are such a resilient lady that, you know, normally people, when they have got, you know, such kind of, go through such kind of situations, then, you know, it's almost sometimes we break down and just fall off. But you remained like a, you know, stand still like a rock, and we really, you know, really, you know, been honored to have you. You know, even though the Roger's away, he's somewhere in our heart anyway. And you know, but you are there. We see you as a Roger. So thank you for being such a rock. But two people, if I have to choose, it will be the Alex. Two reason. First reason, he's such a young, and normally people you know, kind of don't have got that sort of mentality of business entrepreneurship and kind of leadership, especially in terms of business. Not, you know, other part of, you know, he has got other like churches, leaders and stuff. But again, coming to the leaders as a business leader, then he has got such a fine quality of being as a resilience, you know, a person. And I can see a whole good future for him, honestly. The second one is that he's already becoming a leader in terms of his own other communities. It's such a kind of inspiring, and he's got a very good voice, and really leadership quality in terms of speakers. And I see all the guys are in the speakers in the future, but it's particularly looking at you know, the Alex. He's such a young, and he has got a lot more to go. A second person, if I have to choose, is Kevin O'Malley, because he's the probably senior person, founder in Genistar, who is here, happened to be here in our group. So we have got whole quality of people, of teachers, leaders, pastors, and really the most important thing is the good heart, and everyone understands the care of each other. And I always feel, regardless of race, religion, caste, creed, and everything, it's just a part of the family. And I never, you know, especially coming to this group, especially coming to first Genistar and coming to this group particularly, we have got, you know, the colorful, you know, from the race, ethnic and stuff, but it's still really, you know, it's just is a part of the family, cared, and the lovely vibes, everything is there. So I really, again, thank you on bottom of my heart, that each and everyone, that, you know, not to segregate and then particularly penalize to Alex and Kevin O'Malley only, but each and everyone is always in my heart, in my family's heart. And I'm in London with one of the relatives waiting, but I'm in a hotel. My kids are gone to breakfast. I'm here just enjoying, to be honest, in this session. And, you know, every session and every meeting, even though it's a Zoom, it's always been for me resonating and motivating and captivating. So thank you guys. Thank you, Sam, Alex, you know, the Bobby, Tommy is not here, Milan is not here, and each and everyone. Kevin Westfield, you've been such a tough rock. So thank you guys, and nice to be in the business, and nice to be business in the whole of the future. Thank you.
Guess it's my turn. Wow, well, thank you guys for what you said about me anyway, but I think I agree a bit with Bharat. It's hard to pick two. Like, I kind of want to go through everybody and say a little thing, but so I'm going to pick on a couple. I'll probably mention everybody by end anyway, you know what I'm like. So Bobby, I just think your potential, you're a bit like, you're that potential energy ball, And once it gets going, the kinetic energy is going to really be released. And I think you really show this when you come, when you like jump on power hours, even when you jump on for like 10 minutes, you're like, oh, I've got to go because I've just got 4 yeses and I now need to go and I'm going to do a scoop right away. And I think when you kind of really get into that, your business is going to absolutely explode. Because I think the way you chat to people, the way you make people feel comfortable, the way you connect with them is key to it all. And what that's going to lead to is going to be phenomenal. And I think within that, then you can release Victoria to be able to do all those things that she's really, really wanting to do. And I think that's really exciting where this can take you and your family, because you do connect really, really well with people. So, and then IT, got to give you a shout out. One of my ninjas, and I think how our friendship has developed over the last sort of 7 or 8 months, really going up to maybe this time last year when we started really sort of chatting and getting to know each other. I just want to thank you for continually pushing me, so making us accountable with the goals and the gas stuff. So when Bucky was talking about gas, I understood it because IT had been going on at me for ages about it, but it really does help, and just the encouragement and the motivation that we've kind of got. I just love it, and I just love our friendship, and we will actually get some sort of sleepover at one point. But for like Anna, I just love your strength. I was kind of thinking as we were going through it, what word would I use to describe everybody? And I think Anna it would be your strength, which a lot of people have touched on. Barat, I was thinking about your focus. When you get focused and you really go for it, it's amazing. Alex, your gift of teaching and your communication skills are incredible, and I just think that's an absolutely wonderful gift, and we will absolutely be using that more and more. Kev, O'Malley and Sam, I just appreciate your wisdom so much. I know that I can call you guys and you'll answer my call, or you'll text me straight back saying I will call you back, and you've always got some wisdom and an answer for me. And I love our friendship, that we've been friends now for about at least 11 years. So I really, really appreciate you guys, and it is family. And Kev Westfield, I have absolutely loved working with you really closely this last month, and getting to know you, and I'm so excited for where this is going. I think we work really well together as a team, and I really appreciate everything that you're inputting into me, especially all the encouragement on a daily basis at the minute. So I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. I think I covered everyone.
Wow, it's awesome. I just really, really loved hearing all of those things, and it helps us all to sort of know each other, doesn't it, as well, perhaps things that we haven't seen in other people, to be able to see that. But I wanted to just start with Alex and just say, you know, you're a young man and you've got so much within you, like Kaz has said about your communication skills, but your patience, and your love for your family, and you know how you're trying to manage the business within all of that. And yeah, I just you know, sometimes I suppose it's those Russian dolls where you can sort of take them out layer by layer. There's layers to you, Alex. And I think all of us can see, you know, that you know, you're a great man already, you're a great young man, but we can see that great family, great businessman that you're going to be growing into, that you are growing into. And yeah, just to say to you, just don't despise the days of small beginnings. And you know, just keep going. And I also wanted to honor Barat and just say thank you so much, Barat. Gosh, I just think it's so important to me, just that connection that you had with Roger, and you know, that journey that you were on together, of, you know, sometimes having sessions together with Gareth Morgan, but that I've observed from, you know, the sidelines almost. But I'm honoured to be sort of stepping into that track next to you almost and learning from you. But I think also just most of all that your presence, you have a really fatherly presence, reassuring presence, a brotherly presence to me, and I'm so grateful for that. So grateful to have you and Bimla in my life, and hopefully to be getting to know your family more as well. And so yes, thank you so much. And you know, honestly, I'm so excited. I love seeing our screen because we're so diverse in terms of where we come from and our cultures, and it excites me so much. One of the last roles I had in school, I was in a school where there were no white faces, and I loved it. And I love all the diversity of the culture in our team, and I'm so excited to, you know, be in business and be getting to know you and about all of the different aspects and cultural diversity that we have in this team. So I'm aware of time's going on, and I just wanted to wrap up really with some of the notes that are in this Billerender locker room notes, and just to encourage you to build a strong base. I think it was probably the IT's goal of having 7 to 10 EVPs, but I love what some of you have said today about being on the line, on the call, being in contact every day. And I think that's a really key thing. So, you know, keep that in mind. Go out over the next week and try and find people that you can see leadership within, and potential for your 7 to 10. Ah, there's Bimla.
Yeah, my family arrived from breakfast. So I think we have got 4 Sabrina, come along. She's my daughter, Sabrina, come on, so they face. And
tell everybody your name.
Yeah. Come on, yeah. What's your name? So come on, the whole Bhavisha. His name is Bhavisha. He's my big boy. My daughter Sabrina, and my wife Bimola. So, back at that.
So we were just saying how much we love you guys. So appreciate you in our lives, and we're family. So I love that Bharat's brought you onto the screen so that we can see you. So we're just sending you a big love, big hug, and can't wait to see you soon in person.
Thank you.
So yeah, go out and find those 7 to 10 key leaders. You know, we're at the beginning of that journey, I think, within your base shops. But one thing that's noted here is put a heavy emphasis on fast start schools. So we're also almost back circling to the information that we started with at the beginning of the session. You know, we're not in London, but you know, it's okay. We can get there. And, you know, so with your teams, put a heavy emphasis on that. Emphasize promotions, keep them coming, keep them going, keep recruiting. This business was built for people who want to be somebody. There's opportunity for them to find their own way, but also be alongside the family that we are. And I'll read out from the book this last bit. It says, folks, don't miss the boat. I don't care how much you're hurting or doing without. Dadgummit, that's the way it's supposed to be. You're trying to get to the big leagues. You want to do something great with your life. Now is the time to do it. So, love you all. Take that beautiful glow of love from the family and go out and go find some people.
Thank you, Anna.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye for now.
Thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. See you all soon. Bye.
Thank you, guys. Have a
Good
great day.
idea.
Great week.
Good call. Fight it.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Mhm.